Hi, I am a Sudoku guy in 24 The Interns, and I'm going to do some commentary about the short. Just sort of talk a little bit about what it was like to make it and give some insight. I have a lot of insight to offer. The biggest challenge for me, I think, on it was working with people, just because it was disruptive. I mean, well, look at it. We don't light our office with just blue light. They came in and did that. We have halogen lamps, and we have fluorescent lights above, and I like that. It makes it easier to see and read. I don't know if I've ever spoken to him or interacted with him in any way, but I recognize him as working at the same place I do, which is how I feel about a lot of people. I recognize that I should know them, but I don't. I didn't actually do what she said. I just didn't use my computer that day for a little while, and just went to my puzzles. This shot was a compromise. I'm multitasking there. I have a picture of Iran on my computer and a phone ringing and a puzzle, and I'm multitasking because I'm doing one of three things, and it's my puzzle.
Following takes place between 6:10 and 6:18 p.m.
Why is I working so late?
Events occur in real time.
It's terrible.
For real
Just
college.
lose track of time. That's sort of what I like about Sudoku is the numbers don't.
I understand.
They don't really lie to you. They are just numbers in grids. You can just lose yourself in them. You know, that's the most important thing. I remember once where, I thought I had it all figured out. I thought there were nines, and there wasn't a nine where I thought it was. I had two nines in the same thing. I just didn't notice, and it set me back like half an hour. It's happened several times actually.
Not like I'm asking you
That
to
is not. I don't know.
just upload.
I show up every day wearing a button-down shirt,
Invite a few
and dressed
friends.
like I'm ready to do business. And everyone I work with just wears stuff that you can go, under your ski clothes, or you can play softball. And I don't know. Not that you should have respect for what you wear. And he does not. Look at the shirt he's wearing. It's like a boxer. I don't believe that he cares about his job. Sure, I can just tune it out. You know what? I'm a professional. I can do whatever you ask me to do. It doesn't mean I will, but I'm able to do whatever you do. This guy too. No, everyone's just wearing sweatshirts. I don't remember the guy's name.
This isn't what I sent.
The director. That one.
Hey.
He just wouldn't let up. And so I was like, okay, we'll do it your way. But then I just didn't. Sometimes I like to make copies of the puzzles I do and leave them around the office and just watch as people try and solve them as fast as I can. Rarely does anyone come close. It's sort of a little game I play. Have you seen, sort of like in Saw, where the guy has the traps? Those are my traps that I leave. So let me know. I'm better, and you're not as good.
Orange button to your left that says auto reset. Hold that down for 5 seconds.
There's two things. I don't know what to look at. There's two different. Now there's three. What is the story? What is being told to me? Are they in the same room? Normally I just fast forward through the stuff that isn't me. I'm a busy man, all right? I have puzzles to solve. These people, they're all, I don't know what, I guess they're busy. There's a number of people who work in this office, and the cameras weren't helping anybody. And they just didn't lay off. No privacy. It was unfortunate, and I wish I'd read the memo saying that this was going to happen. But to me, it was a surprise. Right now, I'm just off screen, and I'm listening to all this, and I'm just thinking to myself, this is why you don't get involved with people in the office. I would never do that. I try to speak as little as possible, even when spoken to. I prefer email, or hand signals, or just a shaking of the head. See, that's a conversation I don't wish to have. She's got the only electric pencil sharpener. There's nothing more frustrating than breaking a pencil and having to walk past like 14 Teamsters covered in wires just to sharpen it.
What's a small fox?
I don't see that.
Well, rate of infection based on the
I can tell you, my identifying that letter as an F is thanks entirely to Sudoku, where you just have to identify numbers as what they are all the time. If you think an 8 is a 3, you're up Schitt's Creek. I'm sorry. It's just how it is. You have to be able to identify things just by looking at it. And that's my skill set. I just looked at it and I was like, that's an F right there. And I should point that out because that doesn't make sense. It's the same way. If upper corner, you have a 1 and you think it's a 4, everything else is going to be wrong. You can waste a full day. It's a tough one. There's a lot of stuff that was cut out that I thought was great.
It's
One,
completely
we did
against
a
protocol.
20-minute scene about the differences between the New York Times and the LA Times puzzles. I mean, LA Times is just a joke. In the end, it's just a joke. It's just all corporate now, and they've sort of sold out their puzzles. It's just, I don't get all worked up about it. Now he's going somewhere. See, now he's doing something that looks like you should do in that shirt. He's jogging. That's the sort of thing you should do. You shouldn't show up to work in it.
This one, you're just overly attractive.
I don't know what I was doing here. I was probably at home,
I'm helping someone
just sitting around or
No,
taking
sir.
a nap. There's a room right behind my desk that no one really uses. They store toner and stuff in there, and it is just.
Making a big mistake.
I mean, it's Nap City.
Okay.
It's perfect. Just go back there. I've made a little.
I'm torn. Between the
Nest sounds
lavender-
creepier than what I mean it to be, but that's basically what it is. And I just can just curl up and just rest there all I need. It's great. It's perfect. No one ever finds me because people don't like to go back there because at some point someone started circulating some rumor that all this stuff that goes in the copiers is a carcinogen, but I don't buy it. So I just go back there and take a nap.
It's Mike.
It's the only way I get through the day. That and my
Just
puzzles.
making the copy
I'd say any given day,
2 minutes. Hurry. I'm not sure how
I
much
don't know,
longer Sue can stall
maybe
Brooke.
2 hours of work,
So,
and then
you'll
2
never
for lunch.
remember, which coffee maker
And
that's
then
regular?
the rest is spent
Big Earn gets the regular
doing things that are
coffee
important to me.
because
I mean, I stay busy,
drink
but it's just, you know, you have to separate
You understand?
business from personal life.
Yeah, thanks.
That guy's my boss.
Wait.
He's pretty much stopped
Yes.
talking to me.
One more question.
It's best for both of us.
What does the small coffee maker get?
Yeah, I regret it. I regret signing that waiver. I feel like they edited me to look
1895.
not nearly as vibrant as I am.
No receipt?
See, you know what? You don't even really. If you send enough emails, they'll just reimburse you for everything. That's something I figured out. I mean, I haven't paid for anything in, I don't know, 6 months. I have a lot of interests. Obviously, Sudoku is one, and crossword puzzles. I'm a fan of Over the Hedge. The Boondocks, it's too edgy for me, as is Mary Worth. And yeah, you know what? Oriental, sure. It's good. It's just an excellent website that I recommend to everybody. Just, you know, if you don't know, I think it's just oriental.com, but it might be org. I don't remember if it's for profit or not. So just Google it. And I really, A plus work. Those women are empowered. Sometimes I will go and I will do the jumble, just to find out what the answer to the joke is. I don't usually get it, but I do it. I tried to get them to film that. I don't see that in here. This could be so much realer. I mean, it's like watching VH1 and thinking that all those shows are real. They're not. That's not how Flavor Flav acts. 6, 1, 7, 5, 8, 9. See? I'm really good at it. I identified all of those as exactly the numbers they were. I could identify all these letters too. I'm not going to because they are moving a little fast for me. But you know, these are the skill set. This is the skill set that I have and that I bring to everywhere.